basically, this is about me and how I fell for a girl and her traps and lies. And yeah, that's basically how it starts. So, actually, should I just pause this music, bro? I feel like that's cool. Anyways, we're gonna start this off from the beginning of what me, and then I got some extra people. We got special guests who also gonna explain the story. But yeah, so from the beginning, it was me. I like this one girl, right? Like I said, you all probably already know who it is. I like this one girl. Started in October. I knew her since last year, junior year, but it started in October, and so I saw this girl. I walked into class and I was like, "Hey, chill." So I walked into class and I was like, I see her because I was like, "Oh, I noticed you from last year." All right, and so then class starts. Blah blah blah. We're like maybe 2-3 weeks into the trimester. Can we get code name? Yeah, low key. What we gonna code name this girl? Play Tears of the Kingdom. oh yeah, no. Hold on. For that, for sure. I just purchased the game. We definitely playing this for sure. Enemy. We gonna call her. What we gonna call her? I was about to say something so racist. Anyways, we just gonna call her. We gonna call her. We just gonna call her Kitty, bro. Sarah? You want Sarah? We can use Sarah. I was gonna say Kitty because her ass like cats, but Sarah works too. Anyways, so I like this girl, Sarah, right? I saw her. I walked into class and during first try of this year, and I was like, "Oh shoot, that's Sarah." And so then I'm like, "That's cool. Didn't really talk to her at the beginning. I'm not gonna name drop. Don't worry. Anyways, y'all probably already know who it is. Anyways, so I walk into the class. I noticed Sarah from last year, and I was like, "Oh, Merch, that's Sarah." Didn't really talk to her until it was like October, right? So that's like 2-3 weeks into the try. And so then, we're changing assigned seats, right? Because in this class we had assigned seats, and so then we're changing assigned seats, and then one day we get to pick our own seats for a new project that we were working on. And so I sit by this table, and I see Sarah. She don't know where to sit, so I'm like, "You should just come over here." And then she was like, "Okay, cool." So she sits next to me, right? And it's like I was feeling myself, not necessarily her. I was just having a good day. I got a new Nike Tech that day, and so I was just wearing it around. And so like that's how I remember the date. Anyway, that's not important though. I'm just saying. And so then I didn't really talk to Sarah. I was just like, okay. So like, I was like, cause I was like, yeah, she cool. I know her from last year. I didn't really talk to her until like a week after like seating charts and shit like that. So then I started talking to this girl, and I'm just like, yeah. We're just catching up, talking about what happened last try, how everything's been, summer vacation, all that bullshit. And then what's it called? Then I was like, yo, I just realized like I don't have your contact. Let me get your Snapchat, right? She gives me her Snapchat. This girl Sarah pulls out a damn Android, bro. I should have known right there. Oh my fuck. But damn, I believed in the Android, bro. Gotta let the Android rock with it, bro. I have a lot of faith in people because I'm a loving type of guy. Anyways, so then I get her Snapchat. I guess her Snapchat, and we're just and like she was the first one to snap me, and it was just like a wall, some blank shit. You know how all those snap shits start, bro. Android you trust is crazy. Anyways, so right, she just snapping me wall, and then I'm snapping her wall back, blah blah blah. Then I begin to talk to her. I'm like, so what's good with you? What are you up to? Like, what you doing? Like, what do you even do for real, right? And conversations just going in like that and that, right? And so then that's like for a whole nother month, right? We still have the same seats, and so right now it's like what? Like late October, November, right? I'm like, okay, so like I'm clearly talking to this girl on Snapchat. So it's like, let me start moving into actual in-person IRL type shit. Let me not be pussy, right? So then I start talking to... Shoot. Sorry. I was just gonna say, if y'all want the music playing and don't want to just hear my voice, just tell me. I could hit music. I play whatever, bro. But anyways, like I said before, right? So I'm like, I have to do something IRL because I want to just keep it like Snapchat because I thought she was pretty cool, and at the time, I thought she was cute too. But anyways, we keep moving. Anyways, right? So I started walking with this girl in person, right? And so I walked this girl in person. I walk her to like the stairs, and then I dip, go to my own crew, and then she dip, go to her own stuff, right? And so we keep doing this for like two weeks, right? And then I was like, I got nothing better to do, and my crew not really there half of the time. So I start walking her to her class, and it kept that momentum. Like after what's it called? Like we're still in first try. Kept that momentum. We switch class. We switch seats. I don't sit by her no more. Right? Is that Riz? Shit, I thought it was Riz at the time, bro. I won't lie. I thought it was Riz at the time. I thought I was doing my thing. I felt good. I was looking good. I was feeling good. Type shit, right? That ass. Anyways, so then that continues, right? And so I keep walking into the class. We switch seats in the classroom, and I'm like, okay. No, we was talking about it too, cause like we knew we were gonna switch seats. So I was like, yo, so then what we gonna do? We gotta still sit next to each other. And she's like, yeah, we got to. Like, I want to keep talking to you, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, for sure, me too. So it's like we try to switch seats to like be next to each other. That shit didn't work. I'm not gonna lie. But then what's it called? Every time after class, I still walk her to her class. You know what I'm saying? And one of my friends, I won't say who, they started noticing it, right? And they were like, hey, yo. One of my friends, they started noticing it, right? And they were like egging me on about, oh, so is this your girlfriend now? And I'm like, yo, Sarah's just like, we just testing, bro. We don't know what she is right now, right? I'm just like, we just testing the waters, right? Yo. Oh, anyways. Right? So we're just testing the waters with Sarah, right? And so then I keep it moving. Sarah is what we're gonna call this girl. I'm not name dropping. Her actual name is not Sarah, but we'll call her Sarah. If you know, you know, right? Anyways, so then I keep walking her to class, right? And so then this was like one thing I should have noticed like more. I should have peeped more, but like I didn't. Yeah, on the down low. Anyway, so this is one thing I noticed I should have peeped more, but I didn't. There was one day our teacher wasn't there, right? I sit down, right? I sit down and she sits down and my friend with me in the class too, he sit down, right? We're at the same table. I'm not sitting next to her right now, right? Cause I was like, bro, that day was not a good day. I had to get up, bro. If you know me, you know I don't play with my toilet, bro. And like, I don't play with the toilet, bro. And I'll forget my phone before I get my wipes, bro. So I had to go take a dump. I was taking a dump, right? And first of all, like, yo, chill. I'm just giving you details. The office was looking for me. They were looking for me OC because I was enjoying myself, bro. Like, you know when you get a good shit, then you gonna have a good day. So it's like, right? I was getting that shit out, right? I come back. I was gonna sit next to her. Hey, chill. We just keep rolling with the story, chill. Anyways, I was gonna sit next to her, right? And I see my other homeboy is sitting right next to her. And then, like, they doing their own thing. Hey, bro, calm. Yes, bro. I enjoy the toilet. Chill. Every nigga do, bro. Like, that's safe haven. Anyways, right? He sits next to her. They're, like, sitting next to each other. They're, like, kind of flirting and shit like that. Or at least it was like that. She wasn't trying to make it seem like they were flirting, but they were kind of flirting. And so I was just there, and I was silent. I was just looking, bro, because I was confused. I should have noticed that something right then and there, but I was confused. So then I'm like, okay, this is cool. And like, obviously, me and him are homeboys. I'm not hating him for this. Like, I was not going to hate him for this. I was looking at him goofy, though, because I was like, yo, what's going on, right? And so then she eventually puts her head down on the table, and I'm looking at my homeboy. I'm like, yo, what is this, bro? I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, what's going on between this? And we're just staring at each other, bro, like, no answers, because, like, obviously we're not trying to do nothing, right? And, like, he was still playing with her, and, like, she was getting annoyed or something like that, right? And he was like, I don't know, bro. And then he was holding my hand. We was just chilling, obviously, because that's my homeboy. Like, I'm not hating him for this shit, right? And so then, after the class ends, we still walk away like nothing happened. And like I should have sussed something out right then and there, but I didn't. So continuing on with the story, right? That was like holding hands with your homeboy. Hey, yo, that's not sus, bro. That's not, bro. Chill. That's not sus. That's your homeboy, bro. I'm not. I don't swing that way, bro. Anyways, right? Anyways, stuff continues from there, right? We're still walking to class. We're still walking to class. Bro, chill. I wash my hands. I'm not a dirty nigga. Anyways, I'm not. Bro, calm down, bro. Don't let me put Spider-Man on your ass, bro. Anyways, uh, so we chilling, right? Things keep like this, and I'm starting to develop feelings for this girl, right? Right? And so then the feelings were starting to develop. And I was like, okay, first try was near ending, and we wanted to still keep in contact. So then we was discussing our classes, like, so what class do you have this try? Blah 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 blah. And we realized we had the same class next try. So I was like, oh cool, boom. So next try started. That's like end of November. So we're in like beginning of December, right? And so then we in the same class. Can I say what race she is? Uh, Shit. Yeah, she was Asian. I won't lie. She was Asian. I'm not giving too much detail. She was Asian though. Yeah, she was Asian. But yeah. Anyways, Sarah was Asian. So Asian fiend, bro, calm down. Anyways, so we continue, right? So then I see her next try. We in the same class. We sit it like we was trying to sit next to each other, but we had assigned seats in that class. Hey, calm, bro. Anyways, so we just chilling in that class, right? We still doing our walk routine, so it's like every time we got out of that hour, I'd walk her to her next class. Conveniently, they were like during the same time period too, so like I don't even know, but like we never really sat next to each other, but like we would always be making gestures towards each other. Like I would look at her, she'd look at me. I'd do some bullshit. I'd write some shit. Like Look, if you don't know this, bro, I'm a romantic, bro. I like to do anything romantically, bro. I watch that shit. I fiend for that shit. My TikToks about that shit. I love when my homeboys got that romance shit. Like, I'm a helpless romantic at the end of the day, bro. So it's like anything romantic, I'm about it. So it's like the fact that I had that shit myself, I was like, cool. Anyways, and so time keeps going, and anyways, so in this period, she tells me that she starts doing stuff after school. And so then me being the romantic simp ass nigga I was at the time, right? I go to this shit after school. And so then I'm there like every Monday, and niggas start noticing, and they be like, yo, where you going? I'm like, bro, you already know where I'm going, bro. And so then they're like, alright, bro. And so then they start scouting too, and they're like, yeah, bro, fuck. Anyways, so I start doing that shit, right? And this is the time Sarah, like, hold on, let me try to get my order straight. I'm trying to get my order straight because I don't want to give y'all a false story or a false narrative. Is this the same? Hey, bro, I'm like I said, I'm not name dropping. I'm not disclosing no info, and I'd appreciate if you do know that nobody would do the same. That's all I'm saying. But shit. Anyways, right? So then this time, Sarah like start calling me comments, playing 20 questions is crazy. Anyways, this is the time Sarah started calling me bae, right? I didn't even know what that shit meant. I didn't know what it meant. Like I was being oblivious to it, bro. She spelled it Babe, right? So then I was like, I didn't put two and two together. So I was just like, cool. I thought it was just like a joke. I worked at DSW at the time. She was telling me snap her fits. She was calling me cute, all this shit, blah blah blah. Hey, bro, chill. Anyways, right? And this is all like in the span of November, December, right? That's that time span. And so, hey, bro, I'm not that slow. I was just slow at the time. Chill. Anyways, right? So that's all in that time frame. And so then, moving forward, I was like, yeah. So I came to the conclusion I like this girl, right? And so You were romantic and you missing this shit, bro. Chill. Nobody spelled it like that, bro. I thought it was spelled B-A-E, not B-A-B-E. Like I never know. Like why is there extra B? Like fuck. Anyways, right. So I was like, I came to the conclusion that I actually like this girl, right? Anyways, moving from the Bay part, I came to the conclusion I actually like this girl, and so then I planned on asking her like out basically, uh, before like winter break hit, and so this is like it's kind of like late. It's like mid December at this point right now, right? And so I obviously going to the after school shit, which happens on Mondays. Uh, After that, right? I After we're done with that whole thing, after the after school stuff, I'm walking with her, right? With Sarah. Sarah has her sisters. We'll call them uh what do we call her sisters? We'll call her thing one. Her sisters thing one, thing two. Thing one oldest, thing two short second oldest, right? She walking with thing two, and I said, let me talk to you for a second, right before like she walked out the door and stuff, right? And I was telling her like, yo, I'm really feeling you. I like our conversations, blah blah blah. You think we could take this to a different level, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna say exactly what I said because I don't even remember, but that's basically what happened. Hey, chill, I'm not slipping up nothing. Anyways, right? And so then she tells me, and she was like, she just let me down the easy way. She's like, no, like, she was like, I'm sorry, I can't do that, blah, blah, blah. Hey, bro, my fault for the ass busting. Anyways, she's like, no, sorry, I can't do that, blah, blah, blah. Put you on with thing one and thing two is crazy. Anyways, right? She rejects me. And then she was like, but can we still stay friends or cool, right? And I was like, sure, right? So then she rejected me. She left. Hey, bro, if the ass going crazy, I'll give it a little time. I'll tell this part slow. Anyways, right? So then she rejected me, and and I left. I was low key disappointed. I was like, damn, that's another one to add to the tally mark. At that point, I was 0-10. No, 0-11. I had missed 11 shots my whole high school career. Not impressive stats on my part, but you know, it is what it is. I'm sorry for the ads, bro. You know the ads gotta run though. Anyways, right? And so then later that same night, let me pull up the text. I have the text saved. Hold up. If I'm not blocked, yup, I have the text saved. This is what this girl Sarah says to me, bro. She says, blah blah blah. Like she just, I don't have all that part saved, but she said blah 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 blah. No, I'm not blocked. I have it right here. I'm not blocked. She said blah 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 blah. I would go out with you if my parents weren't so strict. Sarah K. Right? So I'm like, okay. So then I was like, I kind of viewed that as a half W. You know, I didn't take a complete L, but I didn't take a complete W. I missed part of the story because the ass. Basically, I'll say this real quick. I asked her. She rejected me. But that same day, she is saying, I would date you if my parents were so strict. Right? And so then I was like, okay. And so then we still going through the month of December. Her birthday passed. I got her something for her birthday, being the nigga I was, you know. December passed, blah, blah, blah. Now we come into January. January is when things, like, start happening, bro. If you know, you know. I'm gonna say it, but, like, if you know, you know, right? This lie was clear as day. Hey, bro, chill. Anyways, right? So January comes by. We're still doing the same shit in January. Walking her to class, staying after school, blah, blah, blah. I noticed her pattern in her work shit. Not prom. We're not at prom yet. Prom is way down the line, but right? So I noticed her patterns in her work shit, what she liked to do, all that type of stuff. So then I devised the plan because she had supposed strict parents and she can only stay after certain days. I noticed a pattern in her schedule, right? That's not me being stalkerish. She was telling me, and that shit was just like obvious as fuck, right? So now I was like, okay, since you're going to this place after school, instead of going to this place after school, why don't we go do something? instead of going to that, right? And then you can go home after that, right? I'll take you from the school, and I'll drop you at the school. For those who know, if you know, you know. So she's like, hey, bad influence is crazy. Hold on. Let me see if I still have those text messages saved. I might just get blocked. Anyways. Okay. Hold on. So this is the plan. I'm literally reading it word for word. I was like, what's it called? Yo, idea. This was January 12th. I said, yo, idea. We get back on Tuesday, right? And you don't have work. If you stay after acting like you're going to do something, then we can go somewhere. And she said, Sarah said, that's actually a good idea. Sneaky. And I said, do it. Do it. We could finally hang out of school together. She said, okay, I probably wouldn't be able to take my car though. I said, well, I got a car, so you could tell them I'll be done at this time, and then we'll be back before then. And she said, okay, got it. And I said, I'm actually down to do this. Are you is the real question. Just want to make sure. She said, yeah. Where do you want to go? I'm like, you tell me, you decide. And then she was like, this your idea, decide it, right? And I was just like, I was saying ideas, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, boom, we got the idea. It works for me. Bro doing all this planning but didn't catch any red flags. Yo, bro, I was oblivious, bro. Chill. Anyways, let me continue. So, right, so that was the exact text message. That was the exact text message. Yo, I'm probably about to get blocked after this. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, I think I know who it is. It's okay, bro. Just don't, just keep it discreet. So, she's Sarah. If you want to say anything in the chat, say Sarah. Anyways, Sarah, so me and Sarah go through this plan. I'm nervous as fuck because I was like, yo, this is like, low-key, it's not my first time doing this, but it's like, damn, right? Not as by my first time, I mean, like, it's not my first time hanging out with a girl in a car one-on-one, but it's like, I've never really done it before, right? So then, after school that day, I'm like she waited for me. I'm talking to my niggas. They hyping me up and shit. And then I go her. I take her. We go in the car. I'm like, let me listen to the type of music you play. Because I was like, I know my music choice. Not everybody fuck with it. So I'm like, let me just listen to you. I don't really give a fuck about music like that. I love everything I hear. If you happy, I'm happy, right? And so then she started playing her music. We driving. We go to Bolero. Bolero closed. Them bitches don't even open till 4. And she was about to, like, I had to drop her off at like 4. So then I was like, where can we go? I'm like, we could go to Northtown. That's the only other place close to here. But I was like, nah. I feel like knowing me and her, both our personalities, I was like, okay, we go to Barnes and Nobles. Right? I might be wrong, but since I only seen you in the hallways. Hey, anyways. Wait, what happened? I missed it. What you miss? Basically, hanging out after school. Basically, right? So now I was like, let's go to Barnes and Nobles. I go to the bathroom, I freshen up, blah blah blah. We at Barnes and Nobles. We just talking, we chilling, we vibing. We looking at the manga, the manhwa, all that shit. We looking at the figures, the toys, all that stuff. I low-key thought we were having a good time. Nigga buying her. Hell no, I didn't buy nothing for her. We didn't get nothing. We were just looking at the books and stuff like that. And that's when I actually learned that they got the whole Demon Slayer collection at Barnes & Nobles. That's what I bought. And Solo Leveling. But yeah, so after that, like, right, we're done with that. We go into the car. I'm like, you want to go eat something or what? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, no, I'm good. And so it's like, I didn't want to be the only one eating, especially knowing how I eat. As intellectual Riz on Jay. So then we just in the car. She playing more of her music. She introducing me and shit. She's like, have you heard this before? I'm like, yo, I heard that on TikTok, but I never knew who it was from. Blah, blah, blah. That's how I got introduced to New Jeans. I won't even lie. And them niggas are fire. Definitely go check them out. Korean shit, but whatever it is, right? And so then, obviously from my boys telling me what I should have done, people were telling me, like, they used to get in it. I wanted to do it myself. Bro, they was telling me, it was like, you gotta kiss the girl if you going with this, bro. They say if you come back with no emotion, I must beat the fuck out of you, bro. And so I'm like, so I'm just sitting in the car. I'm listening to this girl be, oh, shit. No, she's not Korean. I'm saying Korean music is what we were listening to. Anyways, so I'm sitting in the car like this, nervous as fuck. Never kissed a girl before. I won't lie to you. It was my first kiss. I'm not ashamed of it though. It is what it is. Anyways, I was just sitting in the car like this, nervous as fuck. I was looking at her. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't move. Hey, yo, that's not on, bro. It's not on when you find out the whole story, bro. Anyways, right? So I couldn't move. Blah blah blah. I couldn't move or nothing, bro. I was just, like, literally, my hand was on the thing, bro. I was like, fuck. I was like, and I was looking at the time too. I'm like, yo, we almost have to go. We almost have to go. If you go make your move, do it now. So now I'm sitting right here, bro. I'm looking at her, bro. And then, oh, fuck. Just saying it. Oh, just saying it. Oh. Anyways, so I look at her. I go in. I go in, bro. She looks at me. She backs away. I said, damn. She backs away from me, bro. She backed away. Oh, shit. So then I back away, too. And then I look at her. I'm like, yo, Sarah, can I kiss you? Like, I asked for, hey, yo, chill. Anyway, so I asked for permission, bro. So I was like, can I kiss you? And then she didn't really say anything. She just looked at me. And then she pulled her hair back. And then so I started going in and she started coming in. Boom. Boom, la clap, just like that. And so then it turned from a kiss. And I was just expecting it to be like 1, 2, boom, and pull away. Nah, bro, this girl started pulling out her tongue. And I'm like, yo, I didn't think it was going to go this far. So then I was like, me still new to this shit. Like, I was confused. I did the same thing. You know, thing happened. We basically made out. And then we pulled away. And I was just like, damn. I was smiling. I won't lie. I was happy as fuck. That was my first kiss. I honestly thought it wasn't too bad. And so then I was like, damn. And so then we drive back to the school. W respectable black man. Thank you. I try. Anyway, so then we go back to the school and bro, stop with the giggling, bro. I'm just smiling, bro. I like to smile. See, geez. Anyways, hold on. Onion breath is crazy. My breath didn't stink that day. I had gum in my mouth while the whole thing was happening too. So my breath definitely didn't stink. Fuck no, I did not. Anyways, swinging feet and shit is crazy. Anyways, right? So going on with the story, we drive back to the school. Everything cool. And then, like, everybody was just telling me, like, yo, Sarah Loki, like, W girlfriend. Just look at the way, like, she's standing by you. Just look at the way, like, she waiting for you and blah, blah, blah. And then, so then she had to go. I leave her. I come back. I'm telling all my homies what happened that same day. Because, like, they were all hanging out with one teacher. And so I met them. And then, yeah, right? So they're all hanging out with that one teacher. Hey, yo, I had gum in my mouth because I had gum in my mouth. I just didn't think to spit it out. There's nowhere to spit it. I was in the car. Anyways, so then they were like, yo, W, blah, 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 W this, W that, you should have done this, you should have done that. I was like, bro, it's my first time, chill. Anyways, right? So that goes on. And so then I'm asking this girl, because I'm like, if this gonna happen, then, like, what is we? I don't know. And so then it was like that January, right? Then wait, hold on. Trying to get my thing straight. Yeah, it was that January. So I'm asking, like, what are we after that? Like, is we something? Is we nothing? Like, you tell me, right? And so then she was just like, I don't see you in that type of way. I'm like, so that whole time, damn, you didn't see me in that type of way, bro? I was like, damn. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yo, that shit hurt. I was like, hey, yo, bro. I was like, damn. And the reason she said that, I'll tell y'all later, because there's still a lot to this story. We're not done. But I'm just saying, right? So I was like, damn, it's like that. I was hurt for a couple of days. We didn't talk for a couple of days. But then I talked to my mom about it. I love my mom. I tell my mom everything. She knows damn near everything about me. But yeah. I'll get into it, right? But then, anyways, right? So then my mom was like, don't take it like that. If she kissed you, then you already know, like, she definitely has something for you. I'm like, I used that as motivation. And so, like, my mom was like, text her, don't ignore her, blah, blah, blah. So then we started up talking again, right? Valentine's rolled around. I got her something for Valentine's. My birthday rolled around, and she got me something for my birthday. That was in February, obviously. And yo, I low-key have the hold on. I literally, yeah, this, I have the card that she gave me, bro. This shit damn near fake now. I mean nothing after you hear the whole story, but I got the card that she sent me. And she wrote in this card, bro. I'm talking about she wrote. She wrote hella, bro. I don't remember what card it was. Oh, I remember what card it was. But it's all inside the thing. Nope, that's not it. Yo, what card is this? That's not it. My fault, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. That's cute. It's not cute after you hear it all, bro. This shit not cute. This shit tainted. Okay, I found the card. Alright. This is the card. Obviously, y'all know I'm a fucking gamer. I can't open it. Because, I just realized if I opened it, y'all would have known who this is. Anyways. Hey, yo, yacht is crazy. Anyways, this is the card that she gave me. Obviously, y'all know I'm a gamer. You know I'm a streamer. You know what I do. Fucking crazy. Anyways. Right? Let me read you what I told. Bro, when you guys figured out this whole story, this shit actually L, bro. Let me read you what she said. She said, "Hey, Tony, happy 18th birthday. Congratulations on another year well spent. You are one of the most genuine and earning persons I've ever met, and I'm truly grateful for you. You continue to do great things in the future. I hope you like the gift. I couldn't find Sonic, sadly, but yeah, continue to do what you do. Love, Sarah." That's what she said in the card. Right? Yeah, Sarah deep in that bag. Must be nice. Damn. Hey, blood, I'm sorry. Anyways. We not done. Right? So, that was February. Right? Why you still have the card? You should burn it. Hey, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I gave the gift away. It's to my sister now. I don't have that shit no more. That shit used to be in my bed. Fuck no. Anyways. Yeah, she said all those things and then she said love, Sarah. So, yeah. Anyways. So then all that stuff was cool. She kept calling me bae. We was flirting, this and that. I also forgot to mention there was a day that we stayed after school and it was just me and her by the lockers, right? And then I was like, we wasn't really saying nothing to each other. We was just chilling and standing there, right? And then her sisters came. Thing 1 came. Thing 2 came. And then they left. And I texted her later that night. I was like, damn, I low-key should have kissed you in that moment because I was just like, we weren't doing nothing, right? And she said, yeah, you should have. Why didn't you? All that type of shit. I'm like, yo, bro, right? Let's just continue the story. Right, so that was in February. All that shit I was just saying was in February. Now we get on to March. What? There's March, April, May. May is when it stopped. Right? So in March, it was basically the same pattern. Kept continuing our walks. Blah, blah, blah. Thing 1, thing 2, E-date. Bro. You think I have connections with them anymore, bro? It's cooked. Anyways. Hold on, I left the light on. No more gyat. It's not gyat. Chill. Anyways, right? Anyways, so in March we're still doing the same thing. I'm walking her to class. Blah blah blah. We talking. We vibing. Things become more flirtatious. Blah blah blah. Right? And then again in March, I get hit with, I don't see you in that type of light. I honestly think that it'd be better if we're just friends. Blah, blah, blah. But then listening to what my mom said ago about the past, right? Thinking about what she said back then and then thinking about what I was doing right now, I was like, fuck no. I'm not giving up. I don't care. I'm going to still try. I'm still push through. That's what I thought was the right thing to do at the time. I should have fucking listened to my friends. My friends were saying, nah. My friends at this time were kind of telling me, yo, I know you like her, blah blah blah, but this Sarah girl, chalk it, bro. Like it's not working, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work, blah blah blah. And I had blind faith. I had hope. I believed, and I still put in the work, right? And so then scratch March, we go into April, different classes now. We still meeting up. I'm still walking her, and now she actually started like walking me, all that type of shit, right? And so then we in April, and April is when prom happened. Now, prom was very interesting, right? I still have the exact text messages. I'm not gonna read them because those ones kind of, not. I don't want to hate too much. I don't want to expose too much. Actually, I low key do. Low key, fuck all that. We go into the text messages. We go into the text messages. Oh shit, we go into the text messages. Actually, I took screenshots from my friends, so we just gonna read off of the fucking messages. Thank God. I did not want to scroll though that. All right. So basically, for prom, right? I had this one girl that was friends with Toby, blah blah blah, and Toby, let me not even involve him in the story for real. He don't need all that thing and shit, right? But prom, right? So this girl had asked me to prom, right? And so I was like, yo, merch, I got asked to prom. I was feeling good. I was like, cool, cool, cool. But I kind of already knew like it was just gonna be as friends, which it was as friends, and I was like, yeah, nothing's really gonna happen about this. It's just like, yeah, she wanna ask me to prom. But I stayed reluctant and I didn't confirm anything yet because I knew I was still talking to Sarah and I was like, I wanted to go with Sarah because Sarah's the girl I've been pursuing. Obviously I'd want to go to prom with Sarah, right? And so then I text Sarah this. I was like, okay, so I was like, let me give it to you straight up. Someone asked me to prom. So someone asked me to prom, to go with them to prom, and I haven't gotten back to them because I wanted to go with you. Do you want to go to prom with me, right? And then Sarah said, I would, but the thing is, I'm already going with my friend. You know how close we are, and we've already decided, so I can't just ditch her like that. And so then I was like, blah blah blah. Isn't thing one going with you? And she was like, yeah, thing one coming with me. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, so couldn't we just go and you and your thing one and your friend go, right? And then she was like, I can't do that, blah blah blah, right? And so then we get you skip all that, blah blah blah, and then I was like at that point, yeah, if we can't go together, I'll just go with her. Because for me, bro, it's my senior prom. I didn't get to go to prom the year before because I got into an argument with my parents and they kicked me out. They didn't kick me out, but like, you can't go to prom. And so then I still wanted to go to prom, obviously. So I'm like, and I obviously want to go to prom with a date. I don't want to go by myself. So it was like, yeah. So I said to her, but yeah, if we can't go together, I'll just go with her, right? And she's like, then she hit me with you understand the situation, right? So I don't really have a choice. We've decided so long, it just makes me look like a bad friend. I said, yeah, I get it. I said, yeah, I get it. Would it make you uncomfortable if I went with another girl? Right? And she said, well, kind of, but it's your choice. And keep in mind, previously, she was the one saying that just keep it platonic. I just want to be friends. That's what Sarah was saying to me previously. I just kept putting pressure because I didn't want to give up, right? That's what she said previously. And I was like, just tell me how you actually feel. Because I didn't say anything to this girl because I was thinking about you, right? And so then she's like, this is what she said. She said, oh, I'm about to read this word for word, bar for bar. This is what she said. Well, to be honest, I do like you too. But as of now, I'm not emotionally ready to be in a relationship. It isn't because of you or anyone else. It's more personal, so I don't want to ruin your senior prom. You should be able to have a date. If you want me to elaborate on the personal thing, I can. I just wanted you to understand that I really can't be ready to love and date someone if I'm struggling mentally, don't know how to love myself. But I do like you more than a friend type of thing. That's word for word, bar for bar. And with me, the way I see these things is like there's so many couples out there that have like a relationship. Like the term title, boyfriend and girlfriend, right? All that shit. Like that, to me, I feel like it's just the title. Because there's so many people that have like situationships mutually exclusive. They're not a thing, but you know that they don't talk to nobody else and they really like each other, but they're not a thing, right? So I was like, there's so many ways that you can form these relationships with titles or not titles. So what me personally, I was just like, I just wanted to know that you liked me back. And when she said that, I was happy. But then I was still reluctant, and I showed it to my mom because my mom was already in on this whole shit. She was the one giving me very good advice. She was also one of the people. No, when she read that message, she was like, "Dead it right there." I was going on a trip before this, before I was going on a trip with my family, and I was showing her like on the way to the airport. She was like, "Dead it right there." I'm like, but I don't really. I explained her. I know, bro. I know the delusion was getting to me, and I explained to her what I said. Right? I explained to her what I said about the titles and shit like that, and she was like, "Doesn't matter, dead it right there." Me, I didn't listen to my mom, which I should have. That was one of my mistakes. But yeah. So then moving out that, I get to the thing. Let's fast forward. I tell this girl, yeah, I'd go to prom with you. She did a prom poster for me. It was really cool. I won't show the video, obviously, because that's incriminating. But, yeah. Right? So then we skip to prom day, right? I see Sarah at the dance. I say hi to Sarah. I'm like, what's up? But, like, obviously, I couldn't leave my date alone. What? I didn't go there for you. Right? I'm with my homies and I'm with my date. So I'm chilling with my date, blah, blah, blah. We're having a fun time. Dancing with the homies, dancing with my date, blah, blah, blah. And I was slow dancing with my date. Right? About to turn bad. Low-key, this is when the shit starts shifting, right? So I'm slow dancing with my date, and she's like, oh, bub, or no, okay, and so I'm slow dancing with my date. Little did I know, Sarah was watching me the whole time. I didn't even see her. I was low-key looking, too. I was like, yo, where's Sarah? Because I was like, we had to leave, and I was trying to find her to say bye and shit like that, and I couldn't see her at all. I only saw her once throughout the whole night. And so then Sarah was apparently watching me and my date slow dance, and she was like, later that night, she was texting me, oh, she was like being so dead. And she was like, oh, it's because, she's like, sorry, I tend to get jealous, blah, 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 right? And shit like that. Because she said I was intimately dancing with my date during the slow dance. She's like, you guys were so close. And I was like, I'm just slow dancing. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyways, so I was like, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why you're jealous. Do. I don't really care like that. Me and her just went as friends. That was established. But yeah. And so then that's prom ended. And prom was like mid-April. Right? That was the 15th. Right? Fast forward. Everything got patched up. Like, it was like patched up quickly. Keep in mind, throughout this whole timeline, I won't say what this girl does, but she does something after school as well, an after school activity, and I usually attend those activities too. I attended it for her. I was so dedicated to the wrong person. That's honestly what happened. I was dedicated to the wrong person. But anyways, yeah. So I attended one of those, made up there, right? And like we're doing all this shit, blah blah blah. Keep in mind, I haven't even gave these details. Throughout the whole timeline, we was every time before she left, intimate hug before she left. In the hallways, it would be play fighting with each other, holding hands, doing all these things. All my friends saw it. People saw it. Like, they would walk by. Like, I was holding this girl's hand. We were doing all those type of things. Like, blah, blah, blah. Little couple shit. Whatever. Right? And so then that happened, right? Hey, chill. Don't say down bad. I'm just explaining, bro. Anyways, right? So then moving on with the story. So after prom, right? I went to that thing that she does after school. Hey, bro, I'm getting to it. We're gonna, don't worry. There's still like, this is just part one. There's still part two. Listen, not part two. Obviously, it's gonna be in the same stream. I'm just saying, right? So then, right. So that's happening. We're talking about Sarah. If you know, you know, and if you do know, please do not be incriminating on this thing. But yeah. Anyways, so made up with Sarah at the thing that she does after school, because I think, like I said, we've been doing all those details at that thing that we attended after school. Like, that was a very intimate hug, blah blah blah. Like, yeah. Anyways, so then that shit comes up. I have BPA trip. That happens in April too. It was like a week away after Um, Daniel. Oh, what's up, y'all? Hey, anyways, yeah, congratulations on Wallen Scholar, by the way, Louis. Anyways, so that's happening, right? I'm going to BPA. So this girl's like, blah blah blah. Da, da, da. I'm like, yeah, we cool, blah blah blah. We just talking, flirting, doing all that shit, right? And so then we go to BPA. Oh wait. It was the day of the MCAs. Oh, I forgot about this detail. I almost forgot. It was the day before the. It was the day we were taking MCAs at school. I was hooping with the homies, and this was before I went on my BPA trip. Blah 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 just means chalk it, bro. Anyways, no. I'm giving you context of what matters. I'm saying blah 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 as in time just passes. Anyways, so so that time passes from the day after that one thing she does after school to MCAs. We're just still talking, doing all that shit, blah blah blah, right? And so then MCAs happen. I'm hooping with the homeboys, right? So I was like we hooping, and then thing one had to take MCAs. Sarah and thing two were just chilling, right, waiting for thing one after they were done. And after they were done, they went shopping, Northtown, Rosedale, all those places. They were just going shopping, right? And so then I'm hooping with my homies, and I'm like, okay, I know this girl doing this. She was telling me that she was going to be doing this, and I should pull up. So then I did pull up eventually. Oh shit! This was this was shit. Ooh, advertisement. Shit, my fault, blood. Anyways, right. So then I'm hooping, and I eventually done. I'm done hooping with the boys. All the people from MCS pull up. We hoop. I'm done hooping with them. Pause for the ads. Anyway, so yeah, those were good hoop sessions, by the way. Those were good sessions. I played decent at the beginning. Us seniors have never beat the underclassmen though. I'm not gonna lie, that shit bad on us. That looks terrible on us. But Choco, that's not what's important. Hey, L Az, yo, I'm sorry, bro. We gotta make revenue, bro. I'm sorry. Shh, I'll keep quiet for a little bit. I don't want everybody to miss what I'm about to say, because this part is low-key kind of important too.
Why does everybody think we suck?
Bro's getting $5 a month. Hey, chill. When this song is over, I'll continue. Hey, y'all want to hear some turbulence though? In the meantime, y'all want to hear some turbulence? Hey, hold on. Hey, don't say yeah. Hold on. Hey, y'all hear that turbulence? Oh, hey, Dan, bro. Thank you for the follow. Oh, y'all hear that turbulence? Oh, that turbulence was nice. Yo, Joey been teaching me, boy. All right. If he back, then most people should be back. You won't miss much. Anyways, so continue from what I'm saying. I was hooping. It was MCA's day. She was going shopping. She was telling me to pull up. So after I'm done hooping with the boys, I go pull up, right? So I'm pulling up. I go to Rosedale because that's where she was at the time. And keep in mind, that shit was like no, it wasn't that far. I'm not lying. Anyways, so I pull up to Rosedale. I find her. She's with thing one and thing two, right? So then me and Sarah, like, we just walking around. They were going to stuff. Clipped, chill. And so, then we were just going around shopping, and the whole time I was with Sarah, bro. Hold on. I'm just walking like this, bro. We just walking. She's just touching up on me. I was confused. I didn't mind it, obviously, but she was just touching up on me like the whole entire time, and I was like, obviously, I was cool with it. Like at the time, I thought it was cool. She was just touching up on me. She was wrapping her elbow around this. She was grabbing my hand. We was holding hands. Blah blah blah. And so then after Rosedale done, hey, chill. after Rosedale is done, right? I hugged, thinking that it was gonna be, but I'm like, wait, so where are you gonna go now? Because her sisters were the one who wanted to leave. Sarah didn't really want to leave yet. So then they said that they wanted to go thrifting. So then they were going to Goodwill, right? That was like a good 20-some minute drive from Rosedale, bro, because of the Goodwill in Blaine. So then I was like, I'll join you. I was like, I had nothing better to do at the time, so I joined them. I'm going, right? So I go to Goodwill, and what happens in Goodwill, bro? just know that I set it up, bro. So that they shopping in Goodwill. And look, I know this is down bad, bro. I know this is down bad. Like what I'm about to say is down bad, but at the time, bro, I was vibing. I was vibing. I was cooling. Anyways, so we go to the Goodwill. Blah blah blah. Her sister's shopping. Might be Riz, chill. Her sisters are shopping. We doing our thing, right? And so then I'm just sitting down, or they sit down. I eventually sit down. You know the furniture section in Goodwill. There's like two stools, no handles, no nothing. Just two like couch things, no backs, no nothing, right? And so I'm just sitting down there. And then she sits down and she laying her head on me like that, right? And so then her sisters go to the car. They're done shopping. And so then I turn. I'm like this, right? And then she just laying on me. And my hands are like just wrapped around her. She looking through my lock screens. Because if you know, I have like 200 some lock screens. But I have the max capacity for lock screens. I won't say what I was doing in this position. But if you know, you know. What happened in Goodwill stays in Goodwill. But, yeah, right? So then Goodwill was happening. And that was like the day before I actually... chill. Anyway, so that was the day like I was going to California, Anaheim, and shit like that. George boy, by the way, hey bro, I prayed to God afterwards, but I'm sorry. But I didn't even. What happens in Goodwill stays in Goodwill. That's all I say. Right? And that was the day before the trip. So I get to the we leave, right? I get to the trip, or I get to the school. We about to leave for the trip. I hug her for the last time. She hugs me for the last time. We dip. We at the trip, right? So then let me just describe the things we was talking about on the trip. There's like two main factors. One thing is that I hadn't even landed. Like I barely just landed. Like I was there for like maybe 2 hours. She's like, I miss you. Come back. So please come back. I miss you so much. I didn't even say nothing. I said, bro, like trip hasn't even started. She was talking about, I miss you so much. Blah blah blah. Right? And dude, this is just this just part of the trap. Anyways, right? So then she was like, all that, right? And then the second thing that happened, it was on like the third day I was supposed to, before I came back. I'm pretty sure it's the second day before I came back. This girl sends me a message saying, I'm dead ass in love with you. I hadn't said anything. She just saying, I'm dead ass in love with you. And it was a TikTok. I won't lie, it was a TikTok. So now I look at the TikTok, I'm like, are you serious right now? And she just ignores me, right? And I'm like, blah, 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 right? But then I kept texting her. I was like, are you dead ass about what you just sent, right? And I was like, are you serious about what you just said? Hey, that's not me, right? She said, are you serious about what you just said, right? Right? I was like, are you serious about what you just said? And she's like, I wouldn't send, her words exactly, she said, I wouldn't send it to you if I didn't mean it, dumbass. And then I called her no, I didn't call. Like, I landed back. I was on the phone with her. We talked, like, we've been FaceTiming throughout this whole thing, too. Like, we FaceTimed before, blah, blah, blah. I never mentioned the calls. Calls weren't all that, but, you know. Right? I was like, so are you dead ass in love with me? And she said, yes, I'm in love with you on FaceTime. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, wow. I was in shock. Right? I was in shock, right? And so then, and let me not even tell you, I'll pull up the calendar right fucking now. Yo, bro. Hold on. I landed back Tuesday. May 2nd. She told me this practically May. It was like May. The FaceTime call was May 2nd. The FaceTime call was like May 2nd, May 1st. May 8th. 8th is when this shit all ended. That's when it fucking ended. And now you want to know what happened? We had AP Calc test, right? Cool. And like I've been trying to tell y'all, like, this whole story. Like, you know how we've been hanging out. Like, I've been explaining how we've been hanging out, all that type of shit. In school, walking together, all that shit, right? So May 8th rolls around. We taking the AP Calc test. We're done with the AP Calc test. Finally, burden off the shoulders, right? And so then, after the AP Calc test, I find this girl, cause the way that my class schedule works, I basically after the AP Calc test, all it was lunch until fifth period, and so I find this girl, and then I'm just hanging out. I was like blah blah blah. I was just hanging out with her, right? And then, but she was acting distant, like she didn't want me. No, it wasn't 2 days ago. This was last. No, this. Oh wait. Yeah, no. You're not tweaking. This was 1, 2, 3, 4. This was 5 days ago. 5 days ago this happened, right? So then she was just like, she was acting distant, right? And she was acting like, and this was on a Monday. I already told you. I've explained to y'all how, Pre-White did this man in 1 week. Hey, chill. Anyways, Pre-White man, chill. So then it was like, alright, I'm recalling. So she was acting distant. This is the day, Mondays, where she does that after school activity, and I go join her, right? And so then Sarah was just acting distant. And I was like, what's the problem? She kept telling me to go back to class. I'm like, I don't have class. I explained to her that I don't have class. She knew I didn't have class because it's the same class for all 3 trimesters of the school year. Y'all jokes are funny as fuck. Anyways, right? So then she was acting distant, blah blah blah, and I'm like, she acted like she didn't want me around her, right? And so then I'm like, if you don't want me near you, then tell me to leave. I was like, just say leave. And then she literally said, okay, then leave me. It was in a joking type of manner, but I was like, shit, okay. And so then I walked away. I walked back to my classroom. I didn't think anything of it. But before that, like during that time interval when we were hanging out, she was like, are you going to be at the activity after school? And I was like, yeah, of course, sir. I'm going to be at the activity after school. That's where we hang out, blah, blah, blah. Right? And so then the day ends. I go to the activity after school. She's not there. She texted me before that she wasn't going to be there and that she was really tired. She said that when we were having that conversation in between that lunchtime after the AP Calc test, right? And so I was like, okay. So then she's tired. I assumed that she was sleeping, right? I assumed she went home, she was sleeping. She said, I'm not going to be there today. I'm probably just going to head home because I'm super tired. So I assumed that she was just tired and she was sleeping, right? And so I'm on the esports team. Most of y'all know that. I go play esports for a little bit, right? We placed 5th yesterday at state. Unfortunate loss, but you know, it is what it is. Life is life. But yeah, so I go play esports, and I'm picking up my mans. I'm about to take him home too. I'm by my car waiting, and he comes, gets in the car, and I'm in the car, and we're about to leave. I was just setting up my plays. We about to leave, and guess who I see walking out the school? I see Sarah, and guess who Sarah's with? Sarah's with another nigga. And so I was confused. I was like, yo, what's going on? And so I get out my car and I go confront her. I just walk up to her. I'm like, yo, I thought you went home. Where were you? What were you doing after school? That's all I asked, right? And so then then she just said, Sarah just said, oh, I was just doing practice. And I won't say for what exactly because that might give her away. But like, actually, I don't even know the ethnicity of this dude. He look white, but he also might be like somewhat Asian or like, I don't know. His skin complexion, I don't know. He's probably white though. Alright, chill. Anyways, right? She's like, just practice. I'm not gonna say what it's for, otherwise that's obviously just gonna point out who it is. But she said practice for her other after school activity. So, right? And so then I was like, okay. And she just kept walking past me with this other dude. She just kept walking past, like she said it to me. She's like, oh, I practice. Like she just kept walking with this dude as she said that to me. And so then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of this. I hop in the car with my nigga. I'm driving home. We're talking about it, and I'm just like, he was like, you just need to tell her like how you feeling, bro. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm not gonna think too hard about it. And then she texted me later that day. She was like, I should have texted you, blah blah blah. I was just doing practice. I was like, and I was just being dead on the text because I was like, why? Like, blah, blah, blah. Right? And so then, because like, yeah, I was just being dry on the text. And obviously, then she started being dry back. I'm like, bro, why are you being dry? You the one who did this to me. You not explaining nothing, right? And so then, And so then school happens tomorrow. We're walking to class, and I tell her how I feel about how she made me feel like I literally didn't exist yesterday, like on the day prior. Like she made me feel like chopped liver, like I wasn't there, right? She just kept walking with the other dude, and she was just apologizing, like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel like that. That wasn't my intention, blah blah blah. And I believed her. I'm like, it's okay, Sarah. And so then I go to class, she walking away, and we're snapping back and forth. Then Sarah proceeds to leave me undelivered for 5 hours. I already know that's not showing a good sign, right? 5 hours, right? And so then I'm like, okay, I wasn't thinking that much of it, right? And so then I was staying after school. I had some work to do after school. Only 5 hours, crazy. Hey, chill. But like 5 hours for people who keep talking back and forth, that's a long time. So then, like, when we're not sleeping, obviously, so I didn't really think anything of it because I thought she might have just been sleeping or she wasn't, blah, 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 right? So I was staying after school. I work in the school store, right? There was the volleyball game going on at that time. And then, so then, my teacher dismisses me. She's like, you can go watch the game. We're done at the school store, blah, blah, blah. So I go. And I walk down, and then I was going to watch the volleyball game. I walked down the steps. I turn to my right. Guess who I see? You already know. Guess who I see? I see Sarah, one of Sarah's friends, Thing 2, and the same nigga from Monday. Just sitting there watching the game. And I look at her, and I'm like, yo, word? And I was just like, and then she eventually looked at me, and she's like, oh, hi, Tony. Hi, Tmoney. And I was like, yo, what's up, Sarah? And I go sit in another place. Keep in mind that literally not even a week prior, this girl admitted that she was in love with me, that she damn near loved me, right? On the phone, and on text. And so then me expecting that, I go sit in a different area. You think the guy went to Goodwood with them too? Shit, I don't know. Shit, I don't know. But anyways, right? So then I go sit in a different area, and I'm thinking that if you that type of person that you're in love with somebody, blah blah blah, you would get up from the people you're with and then go sit with that person. Because I know if it was me in that situation, at least I would, right? So I expect that. I'm glancing. She did not move an inch, right? What I did in the end was kind of silly. What I did after that, I meant, is kind of silly. Not in the end. I'm not being silly. Anyways, what I did after was kind of silly. I walked up and down the steps. I was like, and this girl didn't look at me. Sarah didn't look at me once. She didn't bat an eye once. I pick up my backpack because I had it with me at the time, pretending like I was going to leave. She didn't even have the audacity to, like, look at me and say, like, bye. Right? Or nothing like you, right? Or nothing like that, right? So then I come back. I put my backpack in the car. I come back. And I'm just sitting there. And I'm glancing over. These guys. And keep in mind, I know I was talking about I do all those things happen with Sarah, right? But, like, she was, like, she's so, like, mentally unstable. Like, by mentally unstable, she's not actually, like, mentally unstable, but she's insecure, which a lot of people are, and I understand that, right? But she's, like, super insecure about things, right? And so then I'm glancing to my side. She giggling and laughing with this other dude, right? And they're, like, taking Snapchats of each other, like, oh, picture, got you. But when it was me that tried to do that in those type of situations, she would keep smacking my phone away, and she'd be like, stop, right? But she giggling, smacking this nigga, touching up on this nigga that's doing the exact same, that's doing the things that she wouldn't like me doing, right? And so then I'm just like, damn. And I'm not gonna lie, that hit right here, bro. I was like, yo, what's going on? I go tell my teacher, and she was like, you know what you need to do. You see it in front of your face. Don't be in denial about it. Just do it, right? So then I'm standing at the top of the rails. I see Sarah. After the game ends, she walks up the rails. Doesn't say a word to me. She didn't even look at me once. She doesn't say a word. They go over there. Then her and her friend about to run to the car for shotgun. I call out Sarah's name. I'm like, Sarah, right? And then she stops in her tracks while she was running, right? I laid 30 bands on your foot. What are y'all talking about? Hold on. So it's part 2 of the story where you fight him or something. Hey, anyways, let me just finish, right? And so then, right? So then I call her name. She stopped dead in her tracks, and she was like, what'd she even say? She was like, yes. And I was like, can I talk to you for a second? And she's like, I have to go, right? And then I was like, so I can't talk to you for 1 second? She's like, FaceTime me when you get home. I was like, nah, let me talk to you for 1 second. I pull it to the side, and I was like, who is that guy? Right? I just asked the question. I was like, who's that guy? She looks at me, no emotion on her face. She's like, it's just a friend. And I'm on the corner. I'm on the wall, leaning my back. I'm like, is he really just a friend? And she's like, yeah, she's just a friend. So I'm just looking at, and she clearly sees I'm in distress. Still has no emotion on her face. Doesn't give a shit about what I was thinking. And she's like, I really have to go. And I'm saying under my breath, I'm like, if you really just don't give a fuck, then fine, leave, right? And she's walking away. Like, we take two different paths. She's walking this way. I'm walking straight to the door. She go up meet with her friends. And I was just like, damn, fuck. I was screaming that shit out loud in the parking lot. My friend who was on the volleyball team, I talked to him about what just happened, bro. And I was like, damn. And right, so I was just like, damn. And so I was like, they was like, you know what you got to do. And so then I go home. I call her because she said, call her when you get home. No pickup. Then she texted me, I'm not home right now. But you just said you had to go. So like, what are you talking about? Anyways, right? And so then I'm sitting there for a good 3 minutes. I text the girl, long ass shit, sent it right there. And I was like, yo ass made me feel like shit. Ignoring me made me feel like shit, acting like I was nothing. Let me give you her response. Let me give you her response. This is what she says. She says, I won't say exactly what I said, but to summarize it, I was just basically saying, you made me feel like I was shit. I don't want to end this, but your ass is definitely being shifty right now. You being shady. I don't know what's going on. And you acting like I don't exist, and you hurting me. Like, I don't want to waste my time. Why the fuck are you hurting me like this? Saying like I don't exist. Nothing like this, right? Right? And so then, this is exactly what she said. Word for word, bar for bar. I'll read it. It was never my intent to hurt you. You've been amazing. You've been an amazing person to me, and I'll forever be grateful for that. But to be honest, I don't think I've truly liked you romantically to a point where I want to be in a relationship with you. I thought I liked you, but I honestly don't think this relationship can last very long. Keep in mind, prior to that, I was asking her on a FaceTime call, that she said she loved me, right? I was like, is this something you want to continue in college? And she was like, yes. And I was like, do you see this going far? She said, yes. I said, do you want this to go far? She said, yes. She said yes to all those questions. Right? Right? And so then she's like, to continue off with, I thought I liked you, but honestly, I don't think this relationship can last very long. So I want to break it off here before I can hurt you even more. I should have done that way earlier, and I thought I established my boundaries, that I just wanted to be friends with you. But one thing led to another, and the things started getting out of control. So I truly apologize that I misled you, and I was confused with my own feelings for you. But looking back at my emotions I had the last couple months, I realized that what I really wanted is something platonic. We wanted different things, so this wouldn't work out. But I do value what we've done, felt, and shared together. I was immature, and I know it's going to be hard for you. First of all, don't assume my fucking emotions. Talking about it's going to be hard for you, nigga. Like, in that type of sense, who the fuck? Why do you have the audacity to assume how I'm gonna feel? Anyways, she said, "I know it's gonna be hard for you, but I hope you understand." And for the guy, he has nothing to do with this. I know him through my own friends, and we've always been friends. I just needed my own space and came to this realization about the situation. I hope that we can give each other the space, and I do ask you to respect it. I also, what the fuck? Also, I've been meaning to say something because people found out about what happened in the car, and it honestly made me uncomfortable with the whole situation because it was a private moment that I was really shocked about people outside of a circle knew. Now, when you realize why she said that, we still gonna get into it. We not done with the story. This is part 2 by the start. Anyways, right? It was a real private moment, and I was really shocked that people outside of us knew about it. So I ask you to respect my response and everything that happened between us. I know it's going to be hard, and I don't want to end it like this, but I have to. But I do hope you know I learned a lot from this relationship, that I genuinely cared for you, and that I'll always be thankful. And I was like, thought as much. And this is what I said. I said, thought as much. It didn't turn out. I said, thought as much. Wish it didn't turn out like this, but it is what it is. It won't be hard for me. I respect your decision, I guess. I hope all turns out well for you. Hope you don't do this to anyone else. Please know what you want before jumping into things. That's what I said. And that was the end of it. It was kind of hard, I won't lie, when I received that text. And that was on a fucking, Tuesday night? I was like, damn. When I received that first text from her, I was pissed. I won't even lie, because I was like, yo, what the fuck? And keep in mind, from the timeline I've been saying, it's been 8 months. 8 months, bro. It was 8 months. From October to May. That's 8 months. If you want to be technical with it, with all the days, it's been 7.5. But that's 8 months right there. It's an 8-month time that I've been trying to pursue this girl. And things happen. Bro, she said that she loved me, right? So I was like, what's going on? Anyways, that's 8 months, right? And so then it was kind of hard. We moved on, though. And so then, I can't remember if, no, it was Thursday. It was, my parents were telling me, like, no, yeah, Wednesday happened. I didn't see her at all on Wednesday. And then Thursday is where part 2 kicks in. Mind you, she started with Bae and shit. She was the first one to call me that. I was obviously the first one to say I like you, but she was the first one to call me Bae. She was the first one to say I love you. She was the first one to say I miss you. All those type of shits. I know. Fucking, it sucks. It sucks, honestly. And I hate being lied to and deceived to. And one thing I hate being played with is my time. I hate when my time is played with. Fucking despise it. But, yeah. Yeah, so then that happened. But then, so that, what she basically said was all those 8 months was just a lie, right? That's how I felt. And that's what reading it really made it seem like. That everything that happened in those past 8 months were just a lie. That all of it was just a lie, right? And so then I was ready to accept that truth on Thursday. I talked to my parents about it. They was telling me real ass information. It was like blah, blah, blah. And then they were like, don't be hateful. Don't harbor hate for her. If you see her in the hallway, just wave, blah, blah, blah. Don't wave, say hi. If she doesn't say it back, then from then on out, just ignore her, blah, blah, blah. Right? And so then I did that. So then Thursday comes around. I see this girl in the hallway. I wave hi. I literally said hi. I see this girl walking. She side-eyes me, and it was like, boom. I was like, and in my head and heart, I was hurting at like a little bit, right? But then when I saw her and I said that, nothing, I felt nothing here and I felt nothing here. I was like, okay, it's cool. So I was so ready to just be over this girl, right? Because this has happened before, remember? I'm 0-11. That's my record right now. I won't lie to you. I'm 0-11. So I was ready to get over it. I got over the other ones very quickly too. So I was ready to get over it. And then this new info hits. Keep in mind that later that day, I see the same nigga doing the shit that I used to do. Like, he basically taking my place, right? Like, I used to hang out with her after school all the time, and he basically took my place. That nigga they've been doing the same things together, right? So, no, there's more. Oh, there's more. But that same day, I find out new information. And that's where part 2 of this story is about to kick in.
And this is your daily dose of internet.
Alright, I hope y'all can hear them. But yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Justine? Hello?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can hear you. Good will.
Yo, wagwan you man.
Wagwan my youths. So, this is where part 2 of the story kicks in, which is even more information that adds on, that makes Sarah depicted as a fucking L-ass human, bro. Fucking L-ass human. Alright, bro. You already know. What can you explain what you told me on that same Thursday?
Okay, so for me, okay, so fourth hour ended, right? So I was walking out of econ, and I'm like walking by, and like I run into Tony, right? And like so Chet and like some other people, right? And then they're like, oh, Wallen, scholar winner, things like that, right? And then like I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. And then Tony tells me that Sarah, right, and him are like over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh damn, for real? And then he was like, oh, wait, how'd it go, Tony? I was like,
I was just like, one of my friends was reading the text messages, and they was just surprised too. And so then my boy comes along, and I was just like, "Yo, yeah, this is what happened. We done." And then he basically said to me, like, you can obviously continue after I finish this, but like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
basically said to me that, "Yo, that's crazy, cause I left her for you, bro." You can continue.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm like, bro, I left the game for you, bro, and bro did not. Oh, bro sold the biggest sell, bro. 8 months, biggest sell. And then I'm like, and he was like, yeah, man, didn't work out. I'm like, and he was like, he looked kind of sad. So I'm like, so I told Tony that Sarah wasn't really into him. So it was it was a little awkward at first. He was like, no way. No, you stop lying. Repeat what you just said. And I'm like, yeah. According to what I know, she was just playing you the whole time. Oh, ads, bro, ads.
Oh, as. Alright, hold on. Pause story, please. I got you, bro. Also, do you want to say it, or should I, like, I don't know. Do you want to,
I
like,
mean, we
say
can both talk. It's easier because then, like, because I'm just kind of there thinking, like, how to, like, put everything in place.
Yeah.
So,
If you miss any details but that you told me to, I'll say it too. But yeah, you got it from this point. It's just crazy, bro. Still got feelings? Fuck no. Fuck no. Hell no. Only feelings I got is hatred, bro. Still ads? Y'all just let me know. Let me know. Part 2 of this story crazy, bro. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's just as what's it called? Stacking up information that I didn't even know. I was so oblivious to. Yeah, part 2. There's more added information. Right now. I'm not cutting it or anything. I'm just saying. But it's part 2 to the I just told my story. This is their side of the story that they basically behind the scenes, bro. Like, you know, like when you playing 2 different characters in the game, bro, but they live in the same timeline. This shit right here. You got 4 ads. I'm sorry. My fault, bro. All right, we're good to go. You can continue. You gotta read.
oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you gotta. All right,
No,
there you go.
yeah. Okay, so, okay, yeah, so I'm like, yeah, she don't really like you, right? Sarah don't like you, bro. She was playing you the whole time. And then he's like, what? No, stop. You being for real? I'm like, yeah, dude. And I'm like, I probably oh, before that I was like, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but me and me and Sarah were kind of talking at the same time as you guys were.
When I mentioned that person that was sitting at the table, it was my boy right here.
Yeah, I'm the first guy. Okay, to okay, so I'm gonna go from my beginning now.
Yeah.
So okay, so senior year, just chilling. I met Sarah like last year, AP Lang as well, right? And her friend, we got to know each other. We were cool. But then but we didn't really talk over summer. Yeah, and then senior year started, and then I think it was the first Pep Fest. I like ran into Sarah. I'm like, oh, what's up? Haven't seen you since summer, right? And then she's like, yeah, no, she said that to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, what's up? How you been? All that little small talk, and then since we were running late. Me and my friend, Gus, we we sat next to Sarah, so and then it was like I wasn't really paying attention to Sarah, but like I could just tell like the way she was looking at me was kind of sus. I won't lie.
can't
She
name
kind
drop
of
now,
like
sorry.
looked at me, and I was just like
These guys don't
looking
also
at the
wanna
side
know.
at like the assembly, the rally, you know. And then like eventually, like randomly, she's like, hey, okay, I'm Frank, right? I'm Frank. So
We're using code names, code names, code names. Don't worry.
yeah, I'm Frank. So she's like, Sarah's like, oh, Frank, you got Snap, right? I'm like, yeah, I do. Why? And then she's like, oh, let me get your Snap. I'm like, I'm because last year I asked her for her Snap, and she said she didn't have it, so I just didn't bother anymore. But this year she apparently had it, so I'm like, okay, sure, why not? I didn't think too much of it, right? So I gave her my Snap. I'm like, okay, and then the pep fest ended, and then like couple like I think it was like the same day, later in the day, I started like snapping her because I knew she was kind of shy. So like I'm like, okay, I'll grow the balls and I'll snap first. And then like we're like, hey, what's up? Like we got to know each other little by little. This is like October still. Yeah, it's like October. And then
Hey,
I don't know,
yo.
we just started what?
No, you keep going, you keep going.
So basically we just I don't know. I felt like the chem like she was a little like awkward at first, a little shy. She didn't like know how to like she typed weird. She like I don't know how to explain it. It was so weird. Yeah, she did have that Android, which was crazy. But so like yeah, we would just get to know each other more, right? We would like snap during class, after school, like most of the time, like most throughout the day.
Sorry, just testing mic.
And we just got to know each other more, and like I kind of like got used to it. It was kind of a good feeling, You wake up and you see you got a snap, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit. It had a smile on my face.
Facts.
And then like around homecoming, uh, I like asked her to dance, but she's like no, cause like she couldn't. I'm like damn, and my bud was right there at the moment, so he was like, damn, L taken, bro. I'm like no, right? Cause like I kind of wanted to go to the dance, but I didn't want to go alone. I wanted someone to dance with, all that shit. And then I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Because she was a busy person, according to her. She worked with her parents. She had like strict parents. So I'm like, it's fine, not a big deal. And then like I just eventually like
They just messed up.
later on I like just make my first move. Oh shit. Okay. I just make my first move, and she's like, at first she was like, no, because like her like last year like her friend had like a crush on me or something, and like she just didn't want to like hurt her like friendship with her. So like she said no for those specific reasons.
She literally
And like I was kind of down, like I felt
certified.
like sad as fuck, I ain't gonna lie. But like your boy doesn't lose, so he kept trying. He sent her like a snap, like a like the little wrist snaps, you know what I'm saying? And like it kind of revived it for real. I won't lie. But it was all going fine, It was all going fine, It went back to normal. She used to like send flirty shit. I'd send flirty shit back, all that type of shit. Until one day, she is in the cafeteria, and then she's like, "Oh, I got a sub, right?" I'm like, "Oh, shoot, for real?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I pull up, right?" She's like, "If you want." I'm like, "Okay." And then like I don't think she expected me to pull up because I did pull up. And like at first, Tony wasn't there, right? Tony wasn't there when I got there,
Taking good shit.
so it was just her, right? I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Like she seemed normal, right? Like at this time we would like every morning we would like walk together,
I didn't know.
right? Even thing one and thing two would come along sometimes, you know.
Didn't know.
Like I got to know him everything in the mornings. I would walk with her. Sometimes yeah during like passing time. But like I had no idea about Tony at the time. Still.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we were there in the cafeteria. And then, okay, okay. The one thing that I should have noticed like right away. What I think it was thing one. Thing one was the older one, right? And she was like, "Oh, this guy, he's better than the other guys, right?" And in my head, I'm like, "What? What the fuck?" Right? I'm like, "What? Like, who says that out loud?" So I'm like, "Okay," but I didn't think too much of it because I knew some other homeboys were trying to get with her, and like, I'm like, oh, it's probably just that, right? I didn't think too much of it. So then, yeah, in the cafeteria, right? Me and her were just chilling, having a good time. And then, okay, everything was going fine. Like, I was having we were having a good time. And then, Tony pulls up, and it was kind of I don't know, everything kind of changed in the environment. It wasn't feeling the same. Um, uh, oh, okay. So at first, she like after Tony came, she like went to the bathroom. All this, I don't know where she went. She had a hoodie on, and she like came back with no hoodie. But I remember when the time she was gone, I knew Tony since like last year, right? Like we talked a little bit, right? But like at the table, it was quiet as fuck. Like it was awkward. Like we did not say a single word. We were just staring at each other. And then she came back, and like she just didn't talk to me like anymore for like the rest of the hour. And like the invite, like I would expect her like to talk to Tony, right? But she didn't, which was kind of weird. Not really. She did talk a bit, but like not too much. Like eventually she put her head down, and I'm like, what? Like I came like I left my class for this, just to be ignored. And then I don't know. I looked at Tony, and he looked kind of confused. And low key, I was kind of confused too. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
They was 100%.
Is she hiding something? And then class ended, right? And then like, oh, okay. So I would like put my elbow like on top of her head because I'm taller than her, right? And like she just got mad all of a sudden when I used to like do that shit before, and she wouldn't get mad, which was I found it kind of sus too. So I was seeing many signs, right? And then like,
Hey, chill. Just listen to.
so yeah, class ended, and then
Yo,
the Sarah and Tony got up, right? And then I said Sarah. Sorry, Sarah.
Oh shit!
Sarah, I said Sarah.
Bro, it doesn't even matter anymore. Everybody knows. Oh shit! It wasn't. Bro, I told you it wasn't gonna be me. I told you it wasn't gonna be me. Oh shit! If you heard, you heard. Oh, that shit getting clipped. Hey, bro, it doesn't even matter, bro. Continue your story. Just use Sarah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, Sarah and Tony were like they got up and like they just kept walking. Like they just like ditched me. I'm like, what the fuck? That was crazy. And like Sarah was like all quiet at the table, and she got up and left with Tony, and like all of a sudden she's all happy and shit, like talking and shit. I'm like, wow, okay. And that's when I became like I had a feeling something was going on, right? So I had to do my own research. You know what I'm saying? Had to lay some eyes out there. Get some info. And then so eventually but at that point I'm like, okay, something's going on. So like I started like putting less effort into the thing me and Sarah had. So slowly later on, it was just like it got kind of dry. It was getting kind of dry. And at that time, Tony was like, hitting her up and shit. So like, I was losing the battle. You could say that.
I didn't even know.
And
I didn't know.
I remember it was like around December, right? Like I felt attached to this Sarah, right? I felt attached to Sarah. So I'm like, oh, Sarah, like, what are we, right? I asked the same question, what are we? And she's like, oh, I'm not looking for anything with anyone right now. And in my head, I'm like, oh, no way. Like, like, no way you're telling me this, but you're like hanging out with Tony and shit. It was kind of I was kind of down for a couple hours. Like, I was so down that I like removed her from all my socials and shit. Low-key listening to Earthquake by Tyler, And then like later on, I just like I added her back, bro. I'm like, why not?
Imagine.
And then like because in my head I'm like, okay, if I'm losing, I'm not losing to Tony. So either I win or none of us win, right? So so I added her back, right? But now that was in my head, right? So I'm like, yeah, I ain't losing to Tony. So either I'm winning or no one's winning. And then so I'm like, I added her back, right? And Sarah was like, oh wait, that was kind of fast. And because I told her I needed like a little break from her, and the break was like 3 hours long. And then everything went back to normal, I'd say. But like it was kind of weird. We were we like celebrated like, oh, Merry Christmas, oh, Happy New Year's type shit, But then like after like when 2023 started, it just started getting dry. It started just kept getting drier and drier and drier. I'm like, damn, I'm losing the battle, aren't I? And then so at this time, like I didn't really have much info anymore. And then 2 weeks after Sarah and Tony did the little thing in the car, I found out. And then I think this is where it gets good. And I won't lie. I removed Sarah from all my socials again, and then like she adds me back, but like I don't accept it till like the end of the night, right? So like, and then like I added her back, I accept it, and she's like, why'd you remove me? And then I was like, you know what you did. Like, don't even lie to me. You know what you did. And she's like, she was like acting all confused and shit when she like damn well knew what she was doing. And then I was like, I know what you guys did in the car. Her name was Sarah. I know what you guys did in the car. And I'm gonna be straight up. She confessed everything, bro. I'm being so dead at. She didn't even try and lie anymore. She just confessed it all. She was like, yeah, I'm Louis, I'm Frank, yeah, I'm sorry.
Sarah James. Alright, keep going.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I'm sorry, forgive me, please. I'm like, no, you got me fucked up, bro. Out of all people, Tony, bro, that's my boy. You got me fucked up, bro. Like, you don't do that shit, bro. Right? But like, she was like, yeah, please forgive me. We can still be friends, right? But in my head, I'm like, do I really want to be friends with this person? And I was like, after a lot of thinking, it was a long process. I had to talk to my friends and stuff. I had to ask for advice, and then like eventually I gave her a second chance just for other reasons I will not talk about. But I asked her just to be a loyal person, right? Like, do not talk to any other guy. I gave her circumstance basically. Like a contract. Like, you can't talk to no other guy. You gotta drop Tony, drop all these motherfuckers. I don't want them. If you want to be my friend, I gotta be the number one. You know what I'm saying?
And keep in mind that this was the exact same time where she texted me that I don't see you in that type of light. Was the exact same time.
Yes, it was like literally exactly the same time.
Exactly the
So,
same time. I didn't know.
Oh, but that's okay. At this point, I started asking her questions, right? And I told her, Sarah, do you even like Tony, bro? And she straight up told me, no. She literally told me, no, I do not like him. I do not see anything in him, and some other things which are kind of mean. But
She
she
practically
just
called
didn't
me
like my
nothing,
boy.
bro.
She didn't like my boy.
She called me nothing.
So yeah, basically. And then I'm like, okay, it's cool. And then like I asked her why and a bunch of other questions, right? I asked her, do you even like me, bro? And she's like, yeah, I did like you like at the beginning, but then like it just got out of hand because at the same time
If she
she
ended
was
up talking
talking
to
to
me,
me and she was talking to Tony, which was kind of crazy. Because I mean, I kind of knew already, but like
I'm just kidding.
I didn't really have enough like evidence to like call her out on it. So what if Sarah's in the chat? That'd be crazy.
I don't really care.
um. So yeah. So she like confessed everything, right? It's like it was. So I'm like, but who knows if she was telling the truth or not? Which was crazy because she's a little liar. She's a little liar. But from what I know, it's what she said. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So after all that, after all the questioning and shit, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fine, we can be friends, right? And then like it goes back to normal. Like we start talking way more, which is kind of weird. This bro looked up Sarah James. Sarah B. James.
Oh shit.
Okay. So yeah, everything we were like uh, chilling, right? And oh, I had one like okay at the time I was hanging out with like this group, right? Group of like five people, right? So they were pretty cool, right? And one of my friends is like, "Yo, what shawty you talking to?" Right? I'm like, "Oh, I'm talking to Sarah." He's like, "Oh, you mind if I? You think she loyal?" I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you can try." And he like, I thought he was kidding, right? I thought my boy was kidding. So, but I didn't expect it. So, I just in my head I'm just kind of like slowly detaching of Sarah, right? Because I knew I didn't have a chance. I knew I lost the battle. There was no chance, bro. Like I stopped giving effort, and this guy, this Tmoney guy, was going up, doing all this type of shit, going extra above and beyond, right? So I'm like, yeah, I like slowly started detaching, and then my boy, he actually like does hit her up, right? And I only find out of it because I used to have Sarah as like my like number one on Snap, and like all of a sudden like it dropped, like it disappeared. I'm like, what? And then like I see my boy, and he for
Really.
me it said that we were sharing like mutual number one best friends, right? And at the time that was Sarah, so I'm like, wait, what's going on here? And then like I like talked to my boy, and he's like, oh, yeah, we've been talking for a couple of days now. And keep it in fact, she's still talking to Tony. She's still talking to Tony, and she just keeps talking to other guys, bro. It's just kind of crazy. Not loyal, bro. Not loyal. Uh, I think let me see. Yo, Walter, do you want to say anything?
On J Walter.
Walter, do you want to say anything? I think you should.
I think you should too. Put on voice changer.
Should I?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't really have that much to say. Like,
Oh,
I just
okay.
see
So
like Tony be commenting on her posts and stuff, and I'm like, damn, this dude
yeah,
is
and
still
like
in love.
this guy Walter
Like, that was
just
like one
like
of the
tells
main
me
things I saw.
everything. Yeah, this guy
Like when I
Walter
was
just
like kind
kept
of talking
telling
to
me
shit.
everything.
Like, I hardly ever saw her because I don't go to the school. And I was just like, damn, this dude Tony, he's commenting on all the posts. And so I asked this girl, I'm like, do you like this Tony guy? And she's like, no. I'm like, it seems like he likes you though. And she's like, I guess he does. I'm like, wow. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this girl, first my boy likes her, and then Tony, yeah, it doesn't really seem that wise to jump into this.
Around this time, I actually did like remove her from all my socials. I removed her fully on February 13.
That's about like the main stuff.
Yeah, and
Keep in mind, I
that's kind of
never
when
like
my
really saw her in person. Like
yeah
my boy Tony.
yeah. At
I
this
only
point,
recently found out about
yeah.
his side. And
Oh
I
yes.
guess one
Okay.
key factor is about prom, I suppose. I remember hearing about Tony talking about how he went to prom with a different girl. And I'm snapping her and she's talking about Tony. And she's like, fuck Tony. He's with a different girl. I'm like, fuck Tony. I'm like, oh, do you like him or something? And she's like, no. I'm like, that's crazy. You're saying fuck Tony because he's with a different girl, but you don't like him? Shit was kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, and then like Walter texts me that because like I just he's eyes in the sky because at that point I'm already done with the arc. I'm already gone. I already packed my bags. I left the game for Tony and Tony sold, but it is what it
I didn't
is.
sell. I didn't sell. I would say I sold. I was being played the whole time. I didn't know that. But it is what it is.
Yeah, so like I kind of already left, right? But I was still getting informed by my boy Walter because he talked to her, and I removed her already. So, and then yeah, I remember Walter was like telling me all like a bunch of shit, bro. It was like crazy. I'm like, no way, Sarah does my boy Tony like this, right? So like, at some point, me and Walter just like whatever Sarah says on Tony's post, bro. It's pretty funny.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's like the part 2 of the story, bro.
See my pause. Couldn't hear you. My fault. Oh, I already talked about that.
But yeah, one of the things too, bro, that they didn't mention too. You know the crazy thing is, bro. I saw someone in the chat say it before too that this is probably not her first time doing it. Honestly don't know. It is if it is or isn't. It might be. It might not be. Her ass used to be a fucking mask fish, bro. Fucking junior year, bro. Her ass
Oh
was
God,
hot
bro!
as fuck.
Biggest mask fish of all, bro. I got baited so hard.
And bro, according to these guys, because they obviously knew, right? Sarah wanted me to like her since the beginning of when she met me junior year. I didn't even know this girl, bro. I didn't think she was cute. I didn't think anything of her. Honestly, I thought she was just quiet, timid, and she was good at AP laying. That's all I thought she was, bro. I didn't think about her in that type of way in the slightest, bro. So I don't even know why. And apparently, like, she would be, even if my jokes weren't funny, she would smile and laugh. Even if blah blah whatever I did, she would just be like, just to like reel me in. I didn't even know her like that, bro. I didn't have no socials with her. I'd wave because she would smile at me at lunch. I'd see her, she smile, I just wave. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And I keep it pushing, and I go sit with my other people. What she get on the AP test, bro? She got a 4 on that AP Lang test, bro. I got a 3. She was better at English, I won't lie. But her ass, I know her ass failed this test, bro. Anyways.
Oh, okay. Okay, so whoever said that, why didn't we tell him, right? Okay, so for me, since like I found everything out, right? It was kind of like, damn, it is what it is. But like I did want to tell Tony, but I saw the man so happy. I saw this guy swinging his feet, smile all the way up to his eyes, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could not ruin that. No one could. And we didn't, for me, she didn't like me anymore. But I couldn't. We never knew like Tony's part of this story. Like if she like was actually into him or was she was just like playing him all along. So for me, it was. I think it was. It was an easier choice because like if I went out like publicly and said that, oh, she got my boy fucked up and everything, and like she was serious with him, that would have made me look like an asshole,
That's
and I didn't want that. So
that's also very
yeah,
true. At the end, bro, this shit was just fucked. She was for the streets, like y'all been saying. She was a liar. She got both of us. He left. He at least he didn't get time sucked in like I did, bro. Hold up, bro. Let me play y'all like, bro. Like things that she would say would hook me in, bro. And like these guys didn't even know that I was doing all that touchy feely stuff with her, bro. You want to hear a video that she sent me, bro?
oh, okay. Wait, hold up. Remember, so when I used like when I like went up to her about Tony, like after that, I would like ask her like, oh, how's your boyfriend Tony, right? Like, and she's like, we're not dating, bro. Stop, all that type of shit. But not once did she, not when, she never mentioned me to Tony.
Yeah, I never knew about Louis, not once. So I understand like you saying in the chat. I understand for like the way that we're talking about it. Like it's like, oh, you guys are oblivious. How did you not know? But like from my perspective, bro, Louis was the only time I knew about Louis was the time that we were at the
It was
table,
in the
and I didn't
yeah.
really think anything of it because it was one time. I never seen it again. He saw me though. I never saw him, and she never talked about him not once.
Yeah, she had Tony in a whole different game, bro. She had him like fucking fingers crossed, bro. She like tried not to
Manipulated,
give the
bro.
most like sign, like the most obvious sign. So like when I left, I think that's when she started like going in more to like trap him in. I'd say because from like how it all went down, it
Manipulated,
kind of
bro.
just it makes sense. It makes
Bro,
sense.
listen to this. I don't even know if y'all can hear this, bro. Like, I got sent this type of shit, bro.
Good night, Tony.
Like, bro, what the fuck? Hold on, let me play that shit again.
Good night, Tony.
I don't know if y'all can hear that through the mic, bro, but what the fuck? Like, it was shit like that, bro. It was shit like that, bro. And I didn't know. I was none the wiser, bro. Like I said, bro,
Oh,
we were romantic, bro. The mask, bro. The mask was on the whole time. I couldn't see through the disguise, bro. I couldn't see through it, bro. Look, bro. I can't see through this, bro. I can see, but like, I can't
yeah.
see clearly, bro.
What I think
know.
was also crazy was the fact that she talked to all three of us the same way.
Same
She would
exact
be all
way.
flirty. She'd be, she would literally talk the same way to all three of us,
Bro, she was
which was
bringing lingo that she
crazy.
learned. She was bringing lingo that she learned from all three of us to
Oh
each other,
god, and
bro.
she used it on each other.
Fuck, bro. It was. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But yeah, bro. At the end of the day, it's over now. Thank God. I just realized like something was either said or I knew sooner. Her ass is for the streets. And guess what? The new nigga that she's supposedly with or not with, whatever, bro. Right? The new person is a
Man did
part
it
of
in
the
one
same
week.
friend group. Is a part of the same friend group.
Man did it in 1 week. It took Tony 8 months.
It took me 8 months. The man did it in 1 week. I planned, bro. There's so many times. Cause keep in mind, besides the time that happened in the car and when I went to Rosedale Mall and Goodwill, I haven't hung out with this girl ever outside of school. What I was trying to attempt in 8 months, this new nigga did it in 4 days. 4 days. Cause these guys went to the volleyball game. These guys went to, I don't know what they was doing after school. Clearly they said it was practice, but it couldn't be just practice. Wednesday, her ass disappeared. He wasn't there either. Didn't see a glimpse of him. Thursday, I see he's already subbed in, bro. He already subbed in for me. He subbed in. He subbed in. He's already doing what I did for 8 months. Doing it already in 4 days.
Bro got tagged
I don't
in.
even know what happened on
Jeez.
Friday. I wasn't even there. And so it's like, damn, that's just a slap in the face, bro. Like, I went from being hurt and like hurt about the situation to being like, what the fuck? Like, the whole time I was being manipulated. The whole time I thought things were this, it was this the whole time. I liked this girl to the point where I was like, cool, that like this could last, right? And to her, the whole time I was just a toy to play with. She was just feeding off my attention. Oh, of course we still up, bro. Her ass. Oh, she don't know. She don't know. Anyways, I won't say too much, but like, just know, uh, I won't even say all that. That's just gonna sound like I'm evil as fuck. But like, I'm up. She not. And her ass like, she like. Oh, that's even. I don't even know if that sounds good, but like her ass. She not. Fuck. I don't know. I'm up though.
She is
She not.
not. She is not to be trusted.
She's not to be trusted, and that's why she has insecurities as fuck. That's why she thinks she's ugly as shit. That's why she got strict parents. Her ass can't even leave the fucking crib. Her ass, an actual lame. Outside of what I thought, but
I feel like we should have noticed even quicker. The way she was just skipping class all the time, it was
yeah.
crazy.
And then I guess more of the story, bro, is obviously look out for those signs in people. Is she ugly? She's not. She damn near like she at 5 or 6, bro. That to be honest, like at the time, obviously I wouldn't think that, because obviously I like this girl too much. And
I was in
anybody
love. Jeez.
I was not in love. I was not in love. I was a super like, but I was not in love. I didn't say that. But like, what's it called? Oh, what's it
Bro
called?
had fallen. Bro had fallen for the traps.
No, damn near falling for the traps. And obviously, at the time, if you're in that type of position, you think the person that you like that much is like obviously higher than a 5 or a 10 or higher than, like, you think they're the most beautiful. Blah blah blah. Obviously, you acknowledge other people's beauty, but like you think she the most beautiful to you. So, but like after, bro, like her ass damn near a 5 or 6. Her ass cake face as fuck. Was I in love? Don't lie. Nah. I liked her so much, but I was not in love. You could say what I was doing were actions of love, but I was not in love. I wouldn't say that because shit, I still did my own shit on the side. Not to be like incriminating myself.
Whoa,
saying
whoa, 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 whoa.
Let me explain. Not to incriminate myself saying I was playing her just like she played me. What's it called? Not because I wasn't, because I was serious about her. Nothing I did, but like I was. I don't know, bro. I don't even know how to explain that, but yeah, I was not in love though. Sprung as fuck. This guy was giving her a dick at practice. If that's true, bro, then shit. Bro, feeling out of this world. Bro, I don't know. It's like,
Bro,
it was
if
that
anyone has any
attention.
questions, please ask, bro. I think it's easier to answer questions than like to tell a whole story
Right.
that's like 8
I guess
months
that
long.
like that is low key the end of the story. If you guys do have questions, like I said, my friends were telling me I should have left a long time ago. It's even my mom and even my mother, bro, and it's my fault for not listening to them. I was wrapped in for 8 months. I hate when my time is played with, and I got played with. There's nothing I can do about it now, but what happened, bro. How many people is she playing along with you three?
Okay, so it was just me and Tony, and Walter just he was just kind of undercover.
Yeah, he was low key like a spy. He was you. I don't, were you
He
good
was the
into it?
middleman.
Yeah,
Bro
he
was
was
the
yeah,
middleman.
middleman damn near. Why did you stay
Why
with her
did
for so long, bro?
who's that question for?
It was I think it was me. It was
Yeah, I
blind.
probably was.
It was blind hope, bro. I just kept having. I was being an optimist, and I kept having faith despite what people told me, bro. You know what? Hold up, bro. Said before, this dude's part of the same. Did you check your Moodle post? Yo, Loki. But no, like this group, like the new nigga is a part of the same group, bro. Like he knows all these guys, bro. I don't know him personally because I only mess with these guys to be honest, and some of the other people. But like he's a part of the same group. I don't know if he likes her or not. We haven't really found out that information. I don't know, but if he knowing any better, she probably about to do the same thing to this dude, especially due to the fact it's also the last month of school. Knowing her, she probably not leaving anywhere during the summer. Her ass staying at her lame ass restaurant and shit, working 6 days of the week. So, fuck.
Yo, by the way, if you go to the U of M, you're cooked, bro.
Yeah,
Transfer right now.
yeah. U of M, that's where she going. But actually, you'd be cool though. Liberal arts. Her ass a dumbass. She got the fucking L school. The school that you can't get into because your ass is lame with everything. Tears of the it is what it is, and yeah, life still moves on. We still living, blood. We up. We're not gonna let that drop us down. We still up.
Get
But
your
yeah.
money up.
Love to all the people that watched. Hope y'all have a blessed night, and see you on the next stream. Peace.